If you're going to earn like a millionaire, you should live like it too. And nothing announces your status like a good postcode. To make the search for your future home easier, we've done a little research for you. It should be no surprise that London is one of the most expensive cities to live in worldwide, rivaling New York. Greater London covers an area of 607 square miles and has a population of 9 million and counting. Amongst some of the poshest neighborhoods in the city, Knightsbridge stands out as the most desirable for the views it offers and its perfect location. The Knightsbridge Road itself, running from Sloane Street to Hyde Park Corner, is the most expensive residential street in the whole of London, with an average sold price of £15.6 million, more than 33 times the cost of an average London home. Even going out to pick up some milk is a gilded experience, thanks to the grand collections of five-star hotels, embassies, and designer boutiques selling everything from luxury watches to Ferraris. Located in the London boroughs of Westminster and Kensington and Chelsea, Knightsbridge is the site of stately homes and clubs, the famous Hyde Park and Harrods. It's the home to likes of David and Victoria Beckham, Kylie Minogue, two members of the Rolling Stones, and many more. But it wasn't always the symbol of luxury and sophistication it is now. Believe it or not, this area was quite cut off from London. It fell awkwardly between four parishes and couldn't develop at the same pace as the rest of the city, which also led to it having a bad reputation in the 17th and 18th centuries as a haunt for highwaymen and rogues. It wasn't until the late 18th and 19th century that the development of Knightsbridge began. The Knightsbridge Paving Act in 1790 pushed the improvement of the awful roads. Interestingly, it came about only because women sometimes injured themselves when walking in the area. Land to build buildings became scarce everywhere else, so development soon moved into Knightsbridge, and soon enough, the boundaries disappeared, and the area found its own identity. The continued development helped to make it feel like a part of London. What gave it more prestige was the opening of Harvey Nichols and Harrods, as well as several embassies moving in, making it a highly desirable location. So, needless to say, living here isn't just for anyone. The population in Knightsbridge is a little over 25,000, and the average household income here is $75,000. Not surprising given a sizable chunk of this population are white-collar workers. If you want to live right next to Harrods, an example of prime real estate is 1 Hans Crescent, a striking red brick residence whose units were all snapped up within 90 minutes of when it first became available. Apartment availability here, or really anywhere in Knightsbridge, is pretty scarce, but those who manage to grab it are lucky. The amenities in 1 Hans Crescent include 24-hour concierge service, full security, a private lift, and more. A 2-bedroom apartment in this property will cost you $2.6 million and comes fully furnished. If you want to be even closer, a church behind Harrods was recently refurbished into a 7-bedroom house with a swimming pool and is going for $57 million right now. It has 40-foot ceilings and oak pillars, spans over 12,000 feet, and comes fully equipped with a car park, gym, sauna, steam room, an entertainment room, a massage room, and an office. There are many properties like these in the area, each one more stunning and luxurious than the last. Knightsbridge is home to one of the most prestigious residential developments in the world, 1 Hyde Park. 1 Hyde Park is a symbol of 21st century luxury in London without showing up the surrounding traditional architecture. It costed $1.56 billion to develop, and it ties together Hyde Park and Knightsbridge. Renting or buying an apartment in this complex gives you a view of both on either side of your home. The average price of a property here is about $3.6 million, and it boasts a swimming pool, a cinema, a temperature-controlled wine cellar, saunas, steam rooms, a squash court, a golf simulator, and a valet service. But if you want the very best of 1 Hyde Park, the penthouse suite and their tallest unit comes to $295 million. Get a home here, and you won't be far from Kensington Palace, home to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and some other members of the royal family. Near the gardens of this palace, you'll find a street often referred to as the Billionaires' Row. Famous residents of this tree-lined street include Roman Abramovich, Tamara Ecclestone, the Sultan of Brunei, and some prominent members of the Saudi royal family. It's not just a matter of the houses and having wealthy neighbors, of course. The property here is the best London has to offer, but there's a world of culture outside your home and Harrods. This neighborhood is full of museums, the most famous one being the Natural History Museum. You can unwind in some of the biggest parks in the city and be close to major transport links. You really will want for nothing here. Since 2019, property prices in London have seen a 1% rise. The luxury properties have seen a 10% rise, but buyers obviously don't seem deterred by this. Early this year, Chengku, a Chinese property magnate, put down $200 million for a mansion on Rutland Gate in Knightsbridge, making it the most expensive property sold in the United Kingdom. This was proof that the London market, which was admittedly suffering for a while due to political strains, was making a comeback. In the last 6 months alone, 27 homes in Knightsbridge have been sold for an average price of $4.4 million, a 5% rise from 2019. Things were relatively quiet in the market due to the coronavirus pandemic lockdown, but it's clear to see it hasn't completely halted. After the lockdown ended, it bounced back fairly quickly, and it looks like the sales in 2020 will make up for the decline in 2019. Segro Group in the UK made sales worth $552 million, and many other real estate companies have done quite well for themselves too. Knightsbridge attracts tourists from around the world thanks to its unique features and how it caters to the exclusive lifestyle of the wealthy, which is all the more reason to snap up some prime property here. The housing market is always unpredictable, but a home in the poshest neighborhood in London promises more stability in the long run for its owners. So, are you going to move into this neighborhood soon? Remember to pack your warm clothes and an umbrella. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.